Trackside here on Melbourne Cup Day with leading harness trainer Gary Hall Snr, who's got plenty of horses in on Friday night. And having a look at race one, Gary, Cromac Jamie's drawn one's been out of form. Dashing Christian's been awfully unlucky his last few, but it was a very good run last start. Would he be the favourite of the pair?
Yeah, you'd think so, Matt. But Cromac Jamie grows a leg when he leads, and he'll probably lead in that race, and I expect him to improve his form, but you'd think Dashing Christian would be too good for him.
Race 2, Soho Jackman got the nice card up last start and battled on okay into third. Nice field, Dearborn's in 1, Miss Madoff's been going well, and also Callaway Bromac and Better Dreams. Small field, but he's definitely more than capable to win this.
Yeah, I think the small field helps him, and I think, the last start he was off the track and 3 wide the last half, and, Dearborn did beat him home, but I think he's got a better chance in this race because he'll probably be up outside him early on, and I don't think anything would want to hold the breeze there, so you'd have to say that him and Dearborn would be the ones to beat.
Race 3, standing start, Some Kind of Tactics, a great front-running display last start. Off the 20 metres here, small field, and Bartowski's off the front, which he's pretty quick away, but Some Kind of Tactics, you would have been pretty confident when he led last start?
Yeah, I was very confident. I just wish I'd have been on him, Matt, but he's got a good chance. He's in career best form, I'd say, and but the races, the handicaps have been compressed, which I think is a good thing for harness racing, and Chardon's Rocket seems to be in quite well, and if he happened to get in front of Some Kind of Tactics, I'd say that we'd find him hard to beat, but we'll try and stay in front of him, and I think we're a good each-way chance here.
Race 4, Jacko Felix, who's been going all right. His last 2 haven't been too bad, better than they're showing numerically. Lauren Jones jumps on off the 10 metres. He's a handy type.
Yeah, he's just a horse, Matt. I think Claimers are his future, but if she can get him away okay, and that I'm sure he could be in the money. He's racing quite well without showing up, but he's had no luck lately, and he's probably a horse that likes the mobile where he's drawn to lead, and this race here is probably a winnable race. It's not all that strong, so you wouldn't write him off completely, but he has to get away and he has to be close handy.
Vapor third up from a spell, third in his previous 2 starts. Nice race here. Galactic Galleon's drawn the pole. Our Jerry Lee's in it also, with Northern Assassin drawn to your direct inside. Good race for him to go around in. Third up from a spell. He's at probably peak fitness now. He's a pretty nice type, but pretty tricky from the draw.
Yeah, tricky. He needs the race up tempo, and it looks like it might be that with Northern Assassin in and Galactic Galleon going to lead, I'd say. And Jerry Lee's a horse that can't sit up and sprint. I wouldn't think. I think he'd have to take off a little bit earlier. So it might bring Vapor into it, and you'd have to say he's a chance of qualifying anyway. So.
Race number 6 is the Golden Nugget Prelude, and we'll just wheel off some of these names that you've got in it. Soho Lennon's drawn 2, High Courage 3, Waylaid 4, Classic American 5, Alessio's Falcon 7, A Boy Named Rosie 9, and VC Manoeuvre is 10. We won't go through all of them, but who do you see your main chances there?
Oh, definitely Soho Lennon on his trial the other day, and his form was great before he went for a spell, and he's come back really good and really like him. The others are up-and-comers. Boy Named Rosie was good here last week, but when he led, he won't be able to lead here, obviously. And I think Classic American is the second best of my horses, actually. And VC Manoeuvre might be a horse of the future, but I really think Soho Lennon will be my best, with Classic American second best.
Soho Lennon going to try and push forward to the front, so you better believe it's drawn the pole. Amazing that you've got 7 horses in the race and you couldn't draw the pole, but so you better believe it's been going well. You've got a bit of respect for him.
I have, but we've sat outside him before with lesser horses and beaten him home. I think really that 2,500 metres he'll probably want to lead, and I think he'd have a lot of trouble with a horse of the calibre of Soho Lennon, who I think's probably right up to my very best 4-year-olds.
Good push for Soho Lennon. Then race 7's the free-for-all. Who's Mistake, who's starting to warm up back into form's drawn the pole. Northview Punter out in 6. Soho High Roller. It was quite strange to see him galloping last start, but no surprise to see it was only a gear problem. And now Arlington drawn the back row. Northview Punter, he's probably the best horse there, but Soho High Roller, gee, he's been flying.
Yeah, I might disagree with you there, Matt. I think Soho High Roller's as good as Punter, and I think he's a good winning chance. I think Arlington's a chance. Whose Mistake will be an improver because he loves to lead, and he will be leading there. He's very quick and he loves leading, and he grows the leg when he leads, and his form's not all that bad and he's working good. So, any one of mine could win it without surprising me.
The Trotters event, Earl of Charity's drawn outside of Earl or Nothing and Make Him Cry Mary from the pole. He's only been beaten the once. A bit of a surprise to see him get beaten, but he was a little bit slow away. Back to the mobile. He's got pretty good gate speed.
Yeah, I think missing away was the key last start, where he had to do a lot of work in running, and that was his undoing. But I do think that I was probably a little bit harsh on him leading up to those races, and I think he might have got a little bit tired, and we've backed off on him, freshened him up, and I expect him to go a lot better on Friday night.
And finally, Scuba Steve's drawn barrier 6 and said to Junior a few weeks ago, this is the horse that finds new ways of getting beaten, but he actually fought it out really well over the 2500 last start against He's on Fire. This is a good race for him. I'm a Peregrine looks the main danger.
Yeah, I think Scuba Steve's one of them horses just likes to get beat. He's a bit of a bridesmaid, so I wouldn't be like to put my money on him, but if he won, it wouldn't surprise me.
Bit of a red cadeau. So your best for the night would be a Soho Lennon, possibly?
Definitely, Soho Lennon for sure. Yeah.
Well, best of luck Friday, and thanks for your time.
No worries, Matt. Thanks.